As we continue to go through an overview of different things, we're going to now look at sheet types. What we're talking about here are, the plans, elevations, sections, details, schedules, and we're just going to look at them from a very broad aspect of how they're put together and things to think about when you're looking at them. I'm going to use the Veterinary Center project for this, so if you want to pull that up and look at it while we're going through it, that'd be great, but it's not necessary. So begin with plans. Now, plans of a building are done by taking a section of a floor and just cutting it, right? You're just cutting the floor all the way across, cutting through the walls. And you're going to make that cut about 4 feet high. And then you're going to look in. And there you have the plan. So as that cut goes through a window, you're going to see a window drawn into the wall. As it goes through a door, you'll see the door drawn into the wall. That's how we know where the windows and doors are. It's cut through. Of course, it's cut, top's taken off, so we can look in. So we can see inside the building now, see where all the interior walls are, all the interior doors, all the interior cabinets. Everything now is shown on the plan because we can see we're looking from above. When it comes to site plans, it's similar except nothing's cut. It's like flying a drone over your site and looking down, except it's all straight down. So you can see everything on the site. When it comes to elevations, elevations are as if you're standing there looking at something. You can have interior elevations, you can have exterior elevations, but in both cases you're standing looking at the object. And then it's drawn to scale all the way across. You see the entire elevation. Or maybe a detail part of the elevation. Or maybe a detail part of the interior elevation. Sections, on the other hand, are actually a cut through the building. If you remember plans, we cut horizontally so we can look at the floor plan. Sections, we're cutting vertically. We're actually cutting through the walls, the floors, the ceilings, the roofs, so that we can see what's actually happening at the point of that cut. If I cut through a door, then I'll see how the door goes together. If I cut through a window, I'll see how the window goes together. So that's how section's done. It's just cutting through a building or part of a building. Details is like just taking your magnifying glass. So I have an area, and I've described it on the drawings pretty well, but I need more detail. So I zoom way into that area, blow it up on the drawings, and I add more detail. That's why it's called details. And you can have a detail of a section, you can have a detail of a plan. It's any time you're going to move in and just make that part of the drawing much larger to give you more information. Schedules is like a database of information. You're going to have a lot of stuff on drawings, and it's going to be identified on the drawings, and then you're going to cross-reference it to the schedule, and it's the schedule that will give you the details that would be too great to put on the drawing itself. For instance, you might find doors. On a door schedule, you're going to find widths and heights and materials and all sorts of interesting information that we're going to go into later. And you'll have different schedules for different components.